It's 2024, y'all, and we are standing on business. This year is going to be a year of transformation and growth for us. In this video, we're going to be diving into ways in which you can level up your life physically, emotionally, and financially. So if you're interested, keep watching this video.
He tell me why to treat his face like a rose. Get somebody else to do it.
Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to the entire new year. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful holidays and I hope you had a great start to your new year. This video is a new video for me. I don't usually do these kind of videos on my channel, but the journey that I'm on now, I'm on a journey to peace. I'm on a journey to rediscover myself. So you're definitely going to see more videos like these. So if you're interested in content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. First, we're going to be going over the physical category. Here are some ways in which you can level up physically. Get active. You don't want to hear this, but we need to get active. So we need to create some kind of workout routine. If it's not the gym, we can either do walks, we can either play a sport. We need to do something to get active. And this is something that I personally have struggled with. Like the new year start, and I always start off with, oh my God, I want to go to the gym. Oh my God, I need to do this. I need to do that. And I never keep up with it. So guys, we're going to work on this together. We are going to create a gym routine, even if it's just minimum 3 days a week, even if you can do 2 days a week, but we need to at least do something. This really helps with our health as well. Not only our physical appearance, but it helps with our overall health. There are many benefits to keeping active and there are many benefits to working out besides just a physical appearance. So what I try to do, which I'll try to incorporate in 2024, is I'll try to get a personal trainer. I need somebody to get on me. If you have a dog, maybe create a schedule where you can walk your dog every day and that way you get active. So that leads me to the following point. Change your diets. We need to create healthier eating habits. So we need to cut out all the fast food. Yes, this applies for me as well because fast food is very convenient and we may not want to eat fast food all the time, but sometimes we get so busy in our lives that, we don't want to go home, we don't want to cook, we don't want to go through all that hassle, so we just stop and get fast food. I personally fall victim to that. I do that a lot, but we need to cut out fast food. We can have a cheat day, that's fine. Maybe one cheat day during the weekend, but during the week, we need to work on creating healthier eating habits. And that may mean that we may need to do a little bit of prepping. So you may need to do meal prep, which is something I also need to do. So I actually going to incorporate more content on the channel with a healthy journey. We go to the gym, we create a routine, create better eating habits, we do meal preps and stuff like that. We can go on that journey together. So be sure to subscribe. I just want to get this body right. I want to get my abs. We all want to get the abs, so we need to change our eating habit. Create a maintenance routine. Physical appearance says a lot about you. Create some kind of routine. It can be monthly, it can be weekly, where you get your hair done, you get your nails done. Manicure, pedicures, guys. This is not only for the ladies. Like you can get manicure and pedicures as well. Like for me personally, I get my hair cut every single week because my hair grows very fast and I don't like to see, like if my hair is not cut, I don't feel good and I don't feel like I look my best. So I always make sure that every single Friday I go to the barber, I get my hair cut. Every 2 weeks I get my hair braided. That keeps me feeling good. Don't get me wrong, we're not gonna walk about every day looking like a rock star. We are gonna have some down days where you don't feel like dressing up, so you may want to dress down, you may want to put on sweat, so that's fine. But for the most part, I feel like we need to create some kind of routine where we just keep up our physical appearance. Like ladies, every month schedule your nail appointment, even massages, manicures, pedicures, get your hair washed, like do some kind of like get your eyebrows waxed, get your genitals waxed, get your arms waxed, get your butt, like just do something. We need some kind of maintenance routine to keep up our physical appearance. And do it for however it works for you. So if it works for you weekly, some people may not have the budget to do it weekly. You may have to do it monthly, but for me personally, my hair just grows fast, so I just like to do the barber every single week. But every single month, I like to stick to some routine where I at least get a manicure and a pedicure. We don't want to walk about with crusty nails and crusty toes. I also try to wax sometimes, or I just shave. Also on this channel for 2024, we're going to be doing some grooming tips for the guys and for you ladies as well. So be sure to subscribe if you want to see more grooming tips. Put more effort into your appearance. So now this ties back in with our previous point. Girls, please just don't get with a bonnet on. Guys, don't just get with your hair looking rough, your beard looking rough. Like put some effort into your personal appearance. And that also leads into your clothes. So be more intentional on what you wear, be more intentional on how you smell, like be more intentional of all these things. So physically as well, like invest in a good perfume. I have a video on like this on TikTok where I highlight the best perfumes for men and women. I'm actually going to do a video on YouTube as well where I dive in deep into some fragrances that I have and the smell and like different occasions in which you can wear these fragrances. Be more intentional about what you wear, you know, like just put in a little bit more effort into your day-to-day looks. It just helps you to feel better. It helps you to feel a little bit more productive. It helps you to feel confident. It helps you to feel good about yourself, because not only, you know, like people see you and they know, okay, well, he's put together. And for me, I'm always put together. Like even if I throw together a last minute outfit, I always make sure I am put together. So if anybody see me, they're like, oh my God, Hakeem is always put together. I may not be mentally put together, or I may not mentally feel a certain way, but you trust and believe that I'm gonna look a certain way. So if anybody see me, they're gonna be like, oh my God, Hakeem is so put together. Like, you know, like he have his shit all together. And that's another thing. Looking put together can say a lot about you. It can say a lot to people, and it may not always be right, because somebody could be the most put together person, but behind the scenes, they are the most disorganized, most like something as simple as putting together yourself, being intentional with your outfit, being intentional with your appearance. It gives off a level of confidence, and that is what we want to portray in 2024. You don't want to look like you're not confident. Create a morning and nighttime skincare routine. So guys, this is something that I have started to do recently as well. I was just that guy that would wash my face and go just trying a little moisturizer. Like I wasn't really into all this skincare thing, and I really wasn't into all of that drama. So I just was a quick wash and go. And I know a lot of you fellas are like that, and a lot of you ladies, you just like to try on the makeup and you just need to go. But under the makeup, you need to also still have a flawless base. Guys, I know this is not a female thing. Some of you guys, you're toxic masculinity. You guys don't feel like skincare is something men should be doing. Absolute nonsense. Skincare is very important. I have a daytime routine. I have a nighttime routine. That's something I can share with you guys as well. I just have a little video on TikTok. If you want to check it out, you can check it out there. But I create a skincare. Like at minimum, you should at least be cleansing, toning, exfoliating, and moisturizing, and putting on sunscreen. So these are all things that I do, and guys, it's so important. And it also is a form of self-care. So, you know, just taking time out of the day to have that little 5-10 minutes to pour into yourself. It makes you feel confident. It makes you feel good, because you know it's relaxing. For me, it's relaxing. I just bathe. I sit in front of the mirror. I do my skincare. It relaxes me a little bit. It makes me feel like I'm giving myself some attention. It allows me to spend a little bit of time with myself. So guys, it's just more than skincare. It stimulates a lot more in your brain than actually just doing skincare. So I would highly recommend to create some kind of morning routine, create some kind of nighttime routine. If you want some ideas on what products you can be using or what products I use, just let me know in the comments. I will create a video showing you guys my skincare routine for the morning time and the nighttime. Flawless skin all 2024. So that's it for the physical categories. So now let's move into the emotional and mental categories. So I kind of lump them together, emotional and mental. To me, that kind of goes together. Under the emotional and mental category, the first thing we want to do is to set goals. Guys, this is very important. And I feel like emotionally and mentally, if we know what we are working towards, we know what we need to do, we know how we need to align ourselves, and we know what we are working towards. Vision boards is a big thing. Before, I was never really into vision boards, but I actually think that manifestation is real. And I actually think that, you know, putting the time into like jotting down your goals at the beginning of the year, mapping out a chart on what you want to do, and making it visual. So it's one thing to have the idea in our head, is one thing to write it in our notes, but I think when you actually wake up every morning, so maybe you could create a vision board and you can frame it in a picture frame and you can put it on your wall. Maybe you can do a digital one where you put it on your desktop wallpaper, or you can put it on your cell phone. I feel like seeing your goals or seeing what you want to achieve constantly is going to help you want to achieve those even more, and it makes you a little bit more motivated. Again, I can have things in my head, but a lot of things go through my head. So I think think me actually getting up every day and seeing my goals is actually going to motivate me to get out there. It's actually going to motivate me to take the steps that I need to take to achieve my goals. So guys, it's very important. It's the beginning of the year. Set goals for what you want throughout the year. And what you can do is set overall goals for the entire year and then break them down into small achievable goals. So for example, one of my goals on YouTube is to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. Of course, if I think of that as, oh my god, 100,000 subscribers, it just seems like a lot. But if I break that down into months, it then is broken down into small attainable goals. Roughly 8,300 subscribers a month. And if you break that down into a week, that's roughly a little over, 2,000 subscribers a month. So take your overall goals, break them down into small attainable goals. And I really think that that will help. Create a daily routine. Now this is important as well because I feel like as human beings, we operate on habit, we operate on routines, and I know some people don't like routine. I per se don't like a very strong, rigid routine, but at least some kind of routine, you know, just so you have some kind of structure to your life. And it doesn't have to be that you have to schedule everything back down to a shower, but I think that coming up with some kind of routine actually really helps you to stay productive. It helps you to stay on track. So for example, you may say, okay, every morning at 6 o'clock, I will get up, I will make breakfast, I'll do my skincare, I'll take a shower, I'll get ready for work, you know, I'll go to work, I'll come home, I'll go to the gym. Like, you need to have some kind of consistent routine in order to be productive. If you just get up every day and you don't know, you don't have a plan, you don't know what you're doing for the day, you're not going to feel productive. You really and truly not going to feel productive. You're going to feel like you're not getting anything done. So I would say stick to some kind of routine, like some routine. And for those of you who do not like routine, at least stick to some kind of like basic plan throughout the day. I think it really keeps you on track. It keeps you productive. You know what you need to do throughout the day. You know what you're waking up and what you're looking forward to. And the routines don't have to be bored. So take your personal goals and the goals that you've broken down into months and then break them down into weeks. You can break them down into days. So each day you can incorporate a different goal in your routine. You know, that way it keeps it a little bit exciting. Take mental breaks. So I've made it a goal of mine in 2023 that every single, quarter. 2023 for me, it was every quarter I wanted to take a mental break, and that includes traveling. Traveling really helps. It really changes your perspective. It really makes you see the world in a different light. Changing environment really makes you feel more inspired. It really puts clarity into your mind. It really allows you to experience different cultures, and that is why I like to travel. So one of my goals for 2024 is to at least visit some place new every single month. If not every single month, every other month. So now I've moved from every quarter in 2023, which I did think that I travel every quarter. I actually think I travel more than every quarter. I had like 6 or 7 trips in 2023, and 2024, I actually really want to do more trips. So every month is my goal. If not every month, every other month. But for now, the goal is every month. Keep your environment clean. This is very simple, but it's very efficient. If your environment is cluttered, your mind is going to feel cluttered. So one simple and easy step is to at least keep your environment clean. Keep your room clean. My room feels cluttered. It feels like a little heavy. It feels confused. Like, I like to have everything organized. I like to have everything in place. I like to have my environment feeling clean and fresh, and that way it makes me feel inspired. It gives me a little bit more clarity because everything is like put together. Everything is clean. Everything is organized. So guys, it's a simple tip, but keep your room clean. At least try to clean every week, maybe every other week, but at least once a month, do like a deep clean to your space, a deep clean to your environment. Also, change of environment. This is so important, and this is something I've been struggling with as well. Like, I feel like right now I still live at home, and I feel like it's been making me feel a little bit stuck. It's been making me feel like I'm confined to a room, and I actually feel like I need to change my environment so that I can change my mindset and change how I think, change how I'm feeling inspired. So that's actually something I'm really big on for 2024, and that is changing my environment. Sometimes we just stick in the same environment and and we stick to the, again, routine. Sometimes routine can make you feel stuck. So where routine is good, I think it's still good to, you know, change up the routines. And I think that also goes for changing up your environment. And that is something as well that I'm really looking into for 2024, even if it means like I'm completely moving to a different country, completely moving to a different city. I need a challenge. I need a new environment. I need something to inspire me. I need something to keep me motivated. And I actually think, and that's why rich people stay rich, in my opinion. Like, for me, it's all of a mindset. Like, wealthy people strive more because they're in a good environment, whereas for us, we feel like we're stuck because it's the environment we're in. We're not waking up every day and feeling inspired. We're not waking up every day to view. We're not waking up every day to all of these nice things. So it doesn't make us feel inspired. So even if you cannot move out, or even if you can't switch your environment, I would suggest at least each month, maybe once a month, go around and look at houses. You know, drive around neighborhoods that you aspire to live in. Look at the houses in the neighborhood. Maybe go to open houses, walk through the houses, see what's out there, like see what's out there that life can offer. And I feel like that will make you feel a little bit more inspired. So if you don't have the opportunity, you don't have the money, you're not in a position where you can move to a new environment, where you can move out from living with your parents and get a new apartment, I would say at least drive around neighborhoods, see how houses look. You know, that honestly really will inspire you. And that's something I used to do as well. Like, if I felt not motivated, if I felt down, not inspired, there's this neighborhood here where I would drive around the neighborhood. I would look at all the lovely houses in the neighborhood, and I would just remind myself, like, this is gonna be me one day. This is what I'm gonna achieve one day. And that really kind of like motivated me as well. Environment is a very, 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 very big and important thing. Read at least one book per month. This is something that I don't do. I'm not gonna front with you. I do not read at all. But I feel like with a life in social media and we constantly just always watching TV, I think going back to the basics of like sitting down and reading and engaging the brain, I think that is something we really, really need to do in 2024. There are a lot of wonderful books in which you can read. There's some books on self-improvement, like whatever interests you, you can find a book on that. That's a big thing for me in 2024 as well. So I really need to get into a little bit more reading. Let go of situationships and toxic relationship. I felt attacked. When I put this one in, I was like, oh my God, I feel attacked. 2024, we are not taking toxic situations into 2024. We are not taking toxic relationships into 2024. We are going to let go of that and we are going to move on and move up. And this is something I've struggled with as well because I don't know how to let go. And I find that I hold on to situationships longer than I am supposed to. And that is in all categories. That is relationship-wise, work-wise, and that is friend-wise. We are getting rid and letting go of toxic relationships. At least be in an environment or a situation that doesn't drain you mentally. And also that's something I've been struggling with as well. You know, I love my job, I love what I do, but I feel like sometimes the environment can be a little bit toxic or the environment can be a little bit draining. So setting boundaries. So this is something that I was big on as well. And I've realized that I do not set boundaries. And by not setting boundaries, this leads back to toxic relationships. The lack of boundaries lead to toxic situationships and toxic relationships. In order to avoid toxic relationships and toxic situationships, we need to set boundaries. We don't want to leave some in 2023 and then start new toxic situationships and relationships in 2024. So by setting boundaries, that's going to help us to keep a straight and narrow road, help us to stay out of toxic relationships, help us to stay out of toxic situationships. Set boundaries. And you don't have to be harsh about it. You know, you can set boundaries in a nice way. You know, if, you know, just say, hi, I realize that you're doing this. I don't like what you're doing, etc., etc. This doesn't align with what, you know, I expect, or this is not what I expect from you. And if this is how you're going to continue to act, I'm going to have to remove myself from the situation. You know, you can just do it in a nice way, but we need to set boundaries. Better time management. This is also something I struggle with and I want to really implement in 2024 is better time management. Work-life balance, personal relationship, friendships, like we need to have better time management. As well, better time management can make you feel productive. So you don't want to waste time on doing certain stuff because then you feel unproductive. So we need to work on better time management. Positive affirmations and motivational videos. This is something that I've been big in as well. There are lots of motivational videos here on YouTube, and like if there's a day where I don't feel good or when I get up on mornings, I try to put on a motivational video. I try to put on positive affirmation videos, you know, just to instill in myself these positive affirmations like I am worthy, I am great, like, you know, I have money, I am wealthy. Like just these positive affirmations really do help to put you in a better mood, and it really pumps some positivity into you. So that's it for the emotional and mental part of this level up. I know that was quite a lot, but let's move into the last part of the level up, and that is financial. This topic is a topic that's dear to my heart because if you don't know me, finance is my field. I do work in finance. I'm an accountant. I do plan to incorporate a little bit more finance videos on this channel. So if that's something you guys would be interested on, let me know in the comments below. So firstly, on the financing is budgeting. Budgeting is so important, and everything is expensive nowadays, and I know a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. People that I hear complaining living paycheck to paycheck, I ask, do you budget? No, they don't budget. So of course you're gonna find yourself in a rut where you're living paycheck to paycheck because you don't have a plan. You don't have a real plan. You don't have a budget. You don't have any kind of discipline. Like you don't have any plan. So how can you expect to not live paycheck to paycheck and you don't have a plan? It doesn't matter if you get more money. Sometimes the more money you get, the more money you spend. So if you get more money, that's not gonna help because if you don't have a plan, you're just gonna spend more money anyways. So budgeting is very important. So I would suggest every single month create a budget. You know, break down the budget into your fixed expenses, your variable expenses, you know, track your expenses. Yes, we also need to track our expenses. So you're not just going to create a budget, but you're going to create a budget and you're also going to track your expenses throughout the month. At the end of the month, you're going to review your expenses and see if it's in line with your budget, see what you need to cut. Maybe you need to make more money because there are fixed expenses that you can't cut anymore. Like for example, rent, car payment, that kind of stuff, groceries. Because I know first, everybody always say, oh, cut your budget, cut your spending. But really and truly, guys, sometimes you can't cut them anymore. Like you've cut everything till you cannot cut out the basic necessity. So by creating a budget, that's going to give you a very good idea and a very good picture of what you need to do. By creating your budget, you can see, okay, but these are the minimum, these are the basic needs that I need to survive. And if your income doesn't match with that, then guess what? You can't cut out the minimum stuff that you need to survive. So then you need to increase your income. If it is now that you realize your wants are greater than your needs, then you can cut them down. So like entertainment, going out to eat, traveling, going with friends, all of these are things that maybe you can cut. So budgeting is very important. Set financial goals. This is also important. Again, like just general goal setting for your life is important to set financial goals. Like for me, one of my financial goals for 2024 is to earn $100,000 from content creation. Yes, that's a big goal for someone who's not even monetized as yet, but you know what? It's a goal that I want to do and I know I can achieve it, and I just need to put the necessary steps in place to achieve this goal. So you need to set financial goals. It may be that you want to earn a certain amount, you want to save a certain amount, you want to spend a certain amount, you want to invest a certain amount. Like just set financial goals. Trust me. It will help. It will give you something to work towards. And when you meet these goals, it makes you feel good, because if you set a goal of $100,000 and you earn more than $100,000, it makes you feel good. So then next year you set a higher goal, and then that's how you will level up. If you just have no goals, you really have nothing to work towards. Create a side hustle. This leads into my setting financial goals. So if you set your budget, you set your financial goals, and you realize that you need to increase your income, this is where creating side hustle become useful. You may have a 9-to-5 job. You know, you may be capped at a certain amount. You may not be able to find a higher paying job at the moment. So an easy way to increase your income is to do a side hustle. If you guys want a video on different side hustles that are easy and require no money that you you can start in 2024, let me know below and I'll create a video on side hustles for you guys. But guys, we need to have a side hustle. This leads me into another point: diversify your income in 2024. And this can be done through creating a side hustle to earn extra money, investing your money, starting a business, like anything like that. But invest. You're not going to get rich by just saving money. You need to invest your money. So that is something we need to do in 2024 to level up. I know the old traditional way always say, oh, you just work and save your money, just work and save. How much interest the bank does give? 0.5% or 0.4, like 0.2%? Like, how are you going to get rich by just saving your money? So we need to save. Yes, it's good to save and have an emergency fund, but we also need to invest our money. Investing your money is going to be the key for creating wealth and getting to millionaire status. It's not going to be by saving. Save an emergency fund. Having an emergency fund is very, very important. And I know some people say 6 months of living expenses. I know how much money y'all be working for that y'all can save up 6 months of living expenses. But I would say maybe like a 3 month, maybe at least a 1 month, because how we're living, 1 month is good to start. So if you're not having 6 months of living expenses saved up, don't feel bad about it, because I don't either. At least strive for 1 month. 1 month of living expenses that can alleviate, or that can really stop you from living paycheck to paycheck. Because if you have a month in advance save up, or at least 2 months save up, you don't need to depend on a paycheck to make sure your bills are paid, because you have the money there saved so that you can actually pay the bills on time before you actually get your salary at the end of the month. So I will say, at least try to save up a month in advance. Have that living expense, have that emergency fund. If something goes around and you don't have it in your budget, you can at least dip into your emergency fund and that should cover you. But again, at least strive for 1 month. 1 month to start, and you can go up as high as you want. But everybody recommends 6 months, but I would say 1 month is at least a little bit more attainable. Final thing on the financial management is debt management. Y'all, if you're debt free, kudos to you. That's one of my goals for 2024. But you also need to have some kind of debt management strategy in place. I know sometimes some people, you probably can relate to this. You probably just pay the minimum on your credit card. You just pay the minimum on your loans. That's not a strategy. You're going to be just forever feel like you're paying and nothing is going down because you have high interest. You're just paying the minimum. You're going to feel like you're actually paying it forever. So you need to have some kind of debt strategy. And one of the easiest debt strategies, I think, is the snowball effect. And that's where you take all your debt, you list it out from the smallest debt to the largest debt. You pay the minimum on all of the debt, and once every debt is cleared off, starting from the smallest one, then you take the extra money and you put it into the next debt. So for example, if you have a loan that is $1,000, then you have one that's $3,000, you have one that's $4,000, what you're going to do is you're going to pay the minimum on all of those loans, and any extra money you're going to put into the $1,000 loan. Once the $1,000 loan is completely paid off, what you're going to do is you're going to take the minimum from the $1,000 loan, then you're going to add it to the minimum of the $3,000 loan. So then what you're going to do now is you're going to be paying extra money on the $3,000 loan. Once the $3,000 loan is complete, then you're going to take the minimum that you were paying on the first two loans, and you're going to add that now to the third loan. So that's basically what is the snowball effect. And if you guys want a different video on this, I can do a video on debt management as well. But you really need to have a strategy for paying your debt. Otherwise, you're just going to feel like you're paying and nothing is happening. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope this video really helps. You can take what resonates for you and you can apply it to your strategies in 2024. But this is going to be a year where we're going to go on this journey together. We can check in. We can make sure that we stick to our goals. We stick to these strategies, and just look forward to overall, we live in our boss life for 2024. So thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this. If this video really helped you, be sure to share it to a friend, comment below, let me know so I know I can do more videos like these. And thanks for watching, guys. Have a great year, and I hope everyone have their goals set. I hope everyone have a great year, a productive year, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys every single week. I am committed to posting videos every single week on this channel. So that's it, guys. Have a great one.